Land Speeder, where we Star Warsify Disney parks one attraction at a time. This is chapter 38. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin, and my other good pal, Derek. And Derek brought a guest
in the studio.
Derek, introduce us to your friend.
This is not just a friend. This is family. My mom said I had to let him come on here. This is my younger cousin, Phill. Phill is also, a Star Wars fan. He's part of the family. Again, my mom and his mom said, "Could you please let your little cousin come play with you, Derek?" And I was like, all of a sudden, my family's Jewish. So this is Phill. Phill, say hello.
Howdy. How we doing?
All right, you're done for the night.
Thanks. I'm glad that you're a Star Wars fan, because that would be a little awkward if you weren't a Star Wars fan.
Or it'd be really awesome.
That would be like bringing them in blind.
Yeah.
First time having
Star
heard
Wars.
He's gonna be like, here's my pitch. So Picard flies in.
Yes.
It wouldn't be the worst thing that's ever happened on the show. I did kind of give him a heads up about the Beauty and the Beast episode, okay?
Oh.
Ryan almost spit his drink out.
That's great entertainment.
Much like your blurriness right now.
Auto censor.
If you've watched our show on YouTube for a while, if you haven't watched our show, you should watch it on YouTube. If you're just listening, you need to see our beautiful faces. I'm in a different. It looks like I'm in a ball pit. It'd be fun if I was
50s diner.
Yeah, or 50s diner.
Yeah.
I'm working on a Star Wars couch. For those that have been on the Star Cruiser, you'll recognize sort of what it's going to look like when it's done from the Sublight Lounge. But it's a work in progress. My room's torn apart as usual, so I had to move over here for tonight. And Derek wanted me to show you. So you usually see this background, but not tonight. I mean, you've never seen this background. Look at
Whoa.
Yeah, or that one.
Wow.
Yeah. It's all
lots
dark
of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah, lots of neat.
And then over here is where over here
it's a light.
Is where I make the kyber crystals. So
okay.
From I'm Geek Shop
on Etsy.
There's some new ones out.
Hey, don't give away my ride, okay?
Oh. That's in your contract, right? Every ride you make has to have I'm Geek Shop kyber crystals.
It's just out of my own choice. It's free will.
Okay, that works for me. So tonight we're going to do a different kind of attraction than we usually do. But first, some news. We got some news. What buttons you have? And you don't have a news button.
I don't.
Cracks me up.
Yep.
You can do a rim shot. You can do children crying.
I got drums behind me. I got you.
There we go.
You see them? No, there's too many chairs. You can see the symbols and stuff.
A new show has begun. A new Star Wars show on Disney Plus. And
yes,
let me tell you, it is a breath of fresh air.
Oh, I'm so glad you said you liked it, because I was about to be like off.
It's called Skeleton Crew. For those that don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know, because you're listening to a Star Wars podcast, and Disney podcast. So there we go. I loved it. We're 2 episodes in, so they could still mess it up because it is Disney. So far, I mean, it was like I just took a time machine, went back to the 80s. For those that grew up in the 80s and with those kind of movies, I thought they did a great job with it.
Katrin liked it so much he just left. I'm out.
Katrin, have you watched it?
I started it.
Yeah, that's what I
thought. So Phill hasn't watched it yet because Phil's been traveling the country visiting family. That's why he's here. He's in Montana. Grew up in Florida. You tell the story. They don't want to hear it from me. And why you haven't watched the show?
What? I haven't seen it yet. I've been neglectful of the streaming services as of late. It did look interesting, though. Look interesting. First impression, you tell me if this is true or not. It if I had to put a label on it, like a 2-sentence, it looked like the Goonies in space. Was that kind of an accurate?
It's very accurate.
They even say that in the documentary thing they have on Disney Plus. It says it's like we wanted to make it look like Goonies. So.
If you take Goonies and pirates, like pirate movies, like straight up pirate movies, put them in a blender, throw in some space.
What setting is the blender on? Like how integrated are we talking about?
Margarita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, margarita.
I slept.
Throw in some bike tassels and
Yeah, a little ET style.
ET style and the suburbs, and you hit blend,
and
you got the
and
show.
happiness.
I
Lots
don't
of
know.
happiness.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, Katrin, from what you've seen so far, how do you
Mhm.
feel about it? Like what are your thoughts?
It's kind of weird because like I just said, there's happiness in it. And you think of most Star Wars things, it's very sad and not hopeful. I mean, there was a New Hope at one point, but it's not very hopeful most of the time. So coming into this, it is kind of a breath of fresh air, but it also feels weird because you're like, is this really Star Wars? And it looks very modern
Just
and not a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So it's kind of weird, but I think it's good.
Yeah.
There's a theory that I heard that I don't want to spoil stuff for those who hadn't seen it. So
Yeah.
I can tell you later, Derek.
Good. Well, then I'll
Great.
so my thing that I really love about this show is it's just fun.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. Watching it, I just had fun.
Yeah.
And you're right, Katrin. It's not Star Wars. And it's beautiful because of how they have it. Like
Yeah.
You know, there's going to be conflict. There's going to be problems. That there's things they have to solve, but you don't feel that typical Star Wars conflict feeling. It's like kids out adventuring, because that's what they are, that are getting into some trouble, and it's some big trouble, but you don't feel like the galaxy's going to fall apart if they don't succeed.
That's right.
So like if they don't make it home, meh.
Yeah. And there's
I
so many
want them
Easter
to.
eggs.
I'm already in love with the characters.
Yeah,
They're so good.
There's Captain EO Easter eggs, which
Yep.
is like, what? There's holiday special.
Yep, the
Easter
holiday
eggs.
special with the hologram.
It's just amazing. And the creators said we wanted to do holiday special stuff, but we're like, they're never going to let us. And they're like, for some reason, they let us. So
When I saw the first guy go through that thing, I was like, no, they didn't.
yeah. It's so amazing.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So right now, I think they're hitting a home run with this thing right now.
And another cool thing is I can watch it with my kids.
There you go.
My son is loving it. He's like, this is
my
amazing.
dogs really enjoyed it.
Yeah. My son just turned 10 and he's just like, this is so fun. I love it.
I get to watch it fresh and new and not have to wait.
I know. Yeah. Like, yeah, I was just like, this, I think, because it's rated PG. So I'm like, I think this one's safe just to sit down and watch together without having to be like, let me go watch it first. And so far.
Well, and also
good.
like what I love also is that there's not like a planetary conflict of everybody's in this state of emotions of being, suppressed or like we beat the Empire, but what's next? It's just Earth, suburbs. It's great.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for a job? If you don't pass this test, you're not going to get a good job. I love the concept. I think it's incredible.
Yeah. There's some theories about the planet and how it relates to some, I guess they're non-canon Star Wars stories, and they're going to bring them into canon. So if that happens, and the pirate stuff and everything's going to make sense. But we have seen one character that we've seen before, but I think only one character, right?
Who's that?
Maybe.
Oh, who's that? Vane?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
The pirate?
Yep.
That was in Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
So that when I saw him, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, and like from the beginning, like I tried to go into it a little blind, and I didn't know what time period this took place in.
Well, they tell you at the beginning.
At the beginning, they tell you, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Now I know where we're at in the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which could lead to some other stuff and stuff coming together. So we'll see. So far, I love it. I can't wait till next Tuesday to see the third one. I'm ready just to watch it all. I don't know. Did they say how many episodes there's going to be?
I don't know. I didn't look. Google.
Yeah.
Hey, Google.
I do have it over here.
You have Google?
Yeah. Hey, Google, how many episodes of Skeleton Crew are there supposed to be? 8.
Oh, look at that, Google.
Hey, Google, stop. We're good with just the answer.
I guess there's
Good
I guess there's a Stephen King skeleton crew. Because when I was like, is this going to be okay for kids to watch? So I did the parental thing, and they're like, no. And I'm like, really? And then it was like, usually Stephen King's novels, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't that. So we're safe. All right. So should we, any other news?
So Dinosaur, in case you're a fan of the ride Dinosaur, this isn't Star Wars. It's going to be
It's Disney, though.
still there till 2026. So we've got a whole nother year to ride Dinosaur.
All these people that they duped that it was going to be done in January, they're like, don't worry that you booked that last minute trip.
Right.
This is cool. Book another one. You're going to get to ride it again. You're going to love it.
That's why they did it.
Of course.
That's why they did it.
Hey, I'm for it because I was going to be able to go, and now I probably will. So,
Yes.
I'm one of the few that didn't really like dinosaurs. So,
Oh, I love Dinosaur.
shocking.
it's because I'm an old man. It was too loud for me. I just have to sit there like this. Such an old man.
It's a great attraction. Fantastic.
So
It's good. This is loud.
Hey, kids, get off my lawn.
It's me. I'm at that age now.
Old man streets out in the street.
Yeah, the other Disney news, which is taking the internet by storm. This is Disney. This isn't Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
One of the greatest things to happen to Walt Disney World in a long time, in my humble opinion.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen this.
The new bathrooms.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, or whatever it's called, is going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a Christmas parade.
Mm-hmm.
And in this Christmas parade, they have a character called Tally the Elf. If you have not seen Tally the Elf and you have TikTok, trust me, search for Tally the Elf. This, I don't know if Disney allowed this or this guy actor just decided, let's do this. He carries Santa's list and he goes up to the crowd off the parade. Yeah. I think I said, yeah. And he says, what's your name? And he like looks at it and stuff. And every time they're naughty, he's like, you're naughty. And he like yells at them and says, you got to get it together. We believe in you. And it's just so fun. It's like one of those things you have to see, but it is blown up and people are now like, is Disney going to shut it down? Because it's something that we like. Are they going to shut it down?
Probably.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about Monsters Inc. coming in and
how destroying Muppets.
Oh, just stop it. No one went to it anymore. I love it. People don't go to it anymore.
But the thing is, they don't have to get rid of it. They
didn't say they're getting rid of it.
No, but listen.
They don't know what they're doing. I think once the villain show is done.
They should have just put it in there and made all of that Muppets.
Well, there you go. Maybe they had to rework it for that theater. And then when the Villains Land opens, they'll take the villain show out and they'll put that in. They'll have a new Muppets courtyard and everybody will be happy.
So. No, I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm fine.
I'm actually, I was like bummed when they announced it, but then they said it was going to replace Rock and Roller Coaster. And I was like,
I still would have rather had Powerline.
Oh, everybody would.
But this is cool.
Everybody.
I'm
when they announced
cool
it, I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I loved how they sort of took the poster, the Muppet, and this, like they took the Rock and Roll poster and just switched out Aerosmith with the Muppets. So it looks like the same poster and everything.
So, never mind. I can't say this on the air. Never mind. I'll tell you later. I have some insider info that I can't say.
I'm excited.
I do have an NDA for that. Sorry. I don't even know what I should tell you.
I hope. Wait, you don't have to.
That's fine.
Wink, wink. Yeah, I'm very excited to see what the pre-show is going to be for that. Hopefully,
it'll be good.
I'm excited for that one. And I don't even ride that ride much anymore because I'm an old man. So there's that.
Oh. All right, well, moving along, old man.
Old man show.
Yeah, this is the old man show.
show.
Tonight we're doing. Speaking of old man show, we're doing an oldie
but a goodie
attraction.
One of my favorites. One of my favorite Disney movies all time.
Yeah, it is. It is very good. I love it. I thought you were going to say it's your favorite attraction of all time, and I was like, huh?
I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it, but it wouldn't be my favorite. It is Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, or no, they switched it back, didn't they?
Swiss Family Treehouse.
At Disneyland, they turned it to Tarzan, but then they turned it back, right?
I have no idea.
I thought they were going to,
No, they did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
We're talking the world now. And
No, I know.
So when you guys asked, when I was like, "Hey, yeah, I can do it on Thursday, but my cousin's in town, so he's going to be a guest." And they're like, "Well, what is he like?" And first thing he's like, "About Swiss Family Robinson. I love that movie." So sorry, I didn't mean to beat the microphone up there. Sorry, folks. He can tell you about the movie.
Oh yeah, man, that's a nostalgia bomb for sure. That's a VHS playing it until it started wearing out. Type of, the Disney classics featuring X, Y, and Z, and they gave you the litany of the other movies that you should buy before the feature started.
The vault.
Unsealing the vault for the fourth time this year, the last time this year.
Until the next time.
Yeah.
But
It is such a great movie. Yeah, if you want to describe the movie for those that haven't seen it for whatever reason,
I can give you
well, there's pirates.
Yeah, I'll give you
there's pirates.
This is perfect. It in with this week.
I'll give you the goof description first.
You're good at that.
I think it must have been 4 or 5 Dutch refugees. I think
with different accents from around the
world. A captain who wasn't entirely sure what hemisphere he was in, and 2 dogs for some reason.
Yeah.
And boy, they could not keep the ship upright for very long, but they were awesome at lashing. They were just incredible with rope. It was uncanny. They find this island that for sure no one's ever seen ever.
No one.
And then they decide that that's where they belong. And there's ostriches, and there's a zebra.
Yeah.
There's monkeys. There's a
tiger.
There's a tiger.
Yeah,
there's a tiger. And then there was little Dumbo.
Yeah,
goofing around there, and
little land bridge.
They circumnavigated the island. Found a girl of all things.
Yeah,
just hanging out.
As one does.
Yeah,
it happens. A giant anaconda snake.
That's right. There's a mud pit. Yeah, which was a fixture of the movie.
Then the pirates come back.
That's right. Because they left. I think they left some change that they were coming back to reclaim.
They wanted the girl.
It was
the girl.
It kind of had something to do with that. And then there was this awesome scene defending with the giant styrofoam rocks that were enough to knock a man off his feet.
The logs falling down the hill. It's like, oh.
I do think there was a scene there when they're scaling the walls and they put the bells, and everyone was making fun of the kid for his pirate alarm bells, but the actor did a good job of conveying the fact that he had been caught up in like an 8-year-old ruse that he was super upset about. But good, excellent film.
Yeah. And they somehow made a magnificent living area in the trees from themselves.
I did gloss right over that. That was kind of a fixture.
They took their shipwreck they took their shipwreck and made this amazing house in the trees with all the luxuries, running water,
refrigerator.
That's right. They did have a refrigerator.
They had
my dream as a kid was to have the water slide area, because my parents had a bunch of land. And in there, there was a ravine, and it went into a creek. And my dad, he would feed my imagination, be like, "We could totally do this, Derek." It's like, and he had no intentions of ever. And I had paper out, and I'm like drawing this, how we're gonna do this, and make water slides and rope swings. And
he's like, "First, we need to get a tiger.
Yeah,
that's key.
No,
tiger and an ostrich.
We did have a zip line though. So that was cool.
Step one, son. You find the shipwreck, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll go from there.
There was a lot of barges. It was right on the Mississippi River.
You come up with that, we're doing it.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with the show, which I'm sure you are since you're listening, we're going to take the Swiss Family Treehouse and we're going to StarWarsify it. We're going to turn it into something completely different. It will not be Swiss anymore.
Oh.
It may not be a treehouse.
Goes mine.
I mean, if you want to make it Swiss,
Swedish. That's
Yeah,
so sorry.
it is puppy.
Meatballs.
Excuse me.
Swiss is
Still have a little bit of the
Switzerland.
pneumonia going on, so I apologize.
It is Switzerland. I apologize.
Yeah,
To all the
they're
Swiss
neutral, so it's
citizens out
very neutral. So, who wants to start tonight?
Not it.
I'll go.
Oh,
All right. So I first started trying to figure out like a tower of some sort or some sort of tree to use, but I decided to go a different route. And my StarWarsified attraction is going to be a huge AT-AT in this little space. And the idea of it is, and I've got two different ideas. It's either it's being built, or it's an AT-AT that the rebels have taken from the Empire, and they've you're able to go and explore through it. So you've got the platforms and the stairs, and you're kind of going up different spots. And I looked at a picture of like the cross section. I was thinking, like with the legs, you could take off the sides and be able to see how those hydraulics work or whatever. And then you've got the big part where all the stormtroopers can sit, and they've got all the storage and things like that. So you're seeing all these different parts. And then of course the payoff is at the end where you get to sit in the cockpit and look through there, and you've got the guns. You can maybe you get to fire the guns or something. I don't know.
You've always got like great ideas with firing the guns and like interacting. Right. I was actually telling Phil about that at it was Dino Land, right? Where you had the one. I don't.
There was Liberty Land or the Liberty
Land.
That's here in Memphis.
Everybody's favorite park.
The Presidents, right? No, not that one. The American Adventure. There we go. Where we had all the interactive with this. So I thought about that too with the Disney Play app. You could scan different parts as you go around the AT-AT and learn about the different sections or what they're used for. And so I don't know. Yeah, I
think that's great.
That was it.
I was half expecting you to do a big giant helmet.
like a big
that's from another
stormtrooper. Very original, never been done on the show.
That was my at the Animal Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the tree, we had the big
helmet. Big giant helmet. Yeah.
It
is fun. This is our second tree, so that's cool. I don't even remember what I did for the last
tree. Yeah.
So there's no more tree here. We might use it for the supports, I guess. The whole
you just demolished it, right?
That's right. I mean, I kept the platforms and the stairs, and you just kind of have to position them. And I asked Copilot to create an image of what it might look like, and it was kind of close to what I had in my mind, but it's so huge. Like you think about an AT-AT is just, I mean, it's enormous, right? There's no way it would fit in that area, but you can shrink it down to size a little bit.
You could make it fit. Yeah, it would fit.
You could even
you could totally make it fit. It'd be fine.
Yeah,
have it stand on its back legs. Here, grab one. I got one over there. Go grab.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool though.
Needed to scale.
I'd be cool if it's like one that had fallen, and you could have the speeder, the snow speeder, like
you got the biggest one, of course. Yeah, the smaller one. Yeah. That one, the popcorn bucket one.
Oh, I thought he was fixed like that.
No. He moves.
Don't want to show the broken model.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. He can be like standing up, like, hey,
I guess
I'm climbing this tree.
I guess he can stand up.
This is a popcorn. Why can't he?
I guess
this is Catron's attraction. It can do whatever it wants.
The tree stays. We're not coming off of the tree.
And this is the popcorn bucket, by the way. It's fantastic.
This is always one of my favorite vehicles, I guess you'd call it, in Star Wars. I had the GoBots version of that. Do y'all remember that one that had you could keep all your figures inside of it, but it had the 4 legs and it had a light that could turn on in its head or whatever. Yeah, it was cool.
Which, I mean, it goes back to Skeleton Crew.
Mm-hmm.
The planet.
GoBots?
No, the planet.
GoBots.
At Addon. People are like, oh, it's like an ad. At Addon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
There you go.
I like it.
I'll go next then.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so mine's going to be an ATST. No, just
a little bit smaller.
No. I'm only doing this because I'm just terrified that Ryan's going to say something. We have had several episodes where we've duplicated. It's kind of fun.
No, not really. I mean, a
Oh
little.
yeah,
Nothing exactly the same.
there's been a few
Sure.
very close. So
But not
I
exactly.
can
the same.
duplicate one if it helps. It'd just be easy to find.
like, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. No, so mine is going to turn into Cloud City, one of those big
nice.
towers. Oh, Ryan's.
I don't. I mean, that's not mine, so it's good. We're
Oh,
He's
good.
like the
okay,
Shaw.
I didn't care if it was because that's why I'm going now.
Oh.
So it's you get to walk up into the tower, and what's cool is it's the full reenactment from the movie, and they have animatronics in it now. Now you've got Lando and Chewie and like all your favorite characters. There's Darth Vader, there's Leia, there's you can even have Luke in there if you want, and Han Solo. And your droids are just going to be kind of running around and doing their thing. Stormtroopers are going to be marching through. So the really great part is they're going to add a terrace because you can, and now you can overlook, and they can have a great Star Wars dessert party, which are my favorites that they're not doing right now. Come on, Disney, bring those back. You can have my money. It's fine. And watch the fireworks show at night. Watch the nighttime show from there because it's a great spot to watch. Very simple. Very
Awesome.
simple. Cloud City.
I like it. Yeah.
Cloud City.
I like Cloud City.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be clouds all around it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Artificial ones.
Yeah.
Our
Like
government
Vader.
already makes them. Put your tinfoil hats on. Let's go.
And then will there be like a cotton candy booth?
Yeah. Right next to the
Cloud
Kyber
City
crystal. Right next to the I Am Geek Kyber crystal stand at the bottom.
There we go.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. All right.
I do too.
Are you? Do you want me to go next, or do you want to go next?
I'll jump in here.
Okay.
Yeah, just so I can
I'll
do this
round it out.
equitably.
Come on a little closer.
I had an awesome I was guided, shown, enlightened.
You were told
I
what to
was-
say.
No.
This is what you'll say.
I told you my mom made me bring them on.
There
here.
was a brainstorming session. My first thought was Endor would be cool.
Yeah.
But then it kind of dawned that Kashyyyk would be. Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's
Hold on. I need to mute myself.
This is great. Keep going. I love this. This is fantastic.
I was hoping.
No, as Ryan's like, no, we've never really had them the same. It's fine.
You have to think of something else real fast.
I think. Well, I was gonna say. I'll loop back to Endor.
Just kidding. No.
If I recall, they still had. There's like a barge thing. There was a river kind of flowing, or it might be a different section of the park, but I feel like that's an easy feature to throw in there. And then you were talking about the, kind of the legacy characters being in that space. I think that would be an easy shoe in for that. Whereas somewhere else you might have to reinvent the wheel, but that way you wouldn't have to change too much. I think it'd be on theme for how hot and humid it is, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
It was a little toasty on the moon.
Yeah, and you
Maybe?
could even tie in some of the Christmas special characters in there.
Stop it! Stop it! They're all laid out here.
But I think the easy attraction for that would be like a, kind of the VR speed bike deal, the speeders in the forest type of thing. I feel like that would be an easy crowd favorite.
So would you have them at like the base, or would you put them up top?
That's a good. Well, if it's a roller coaster deal, I feel like
because you're keeping the tree there, and you don't have a lot of room.
yeah. Is it too much to ask for a level change? Can we start low and go high?
Let's do whatever.
No, this is your show.
I think oh man, don't tell me that.
As long as
It's your show now. You have to be here every week.
I think I'm trying to recall the last ride or anything that I had been on there, but the some of the attractions have the smells and the wind in your face and it's blowing. It's kind of but you don't need too much space to do it. It could be a booth or a short track that kind of goes.
Great.
Round
The
and
kid
round.
that was born and raised in Florida has the least experience with Disney World.
Or
I think there's a ride there that has some smells on it.
I smelled something. I don't know.
Sorry, it was me.
So I saw a video the other day. Speaking of that, is that this guy said these are the top rides that you can go on and fart on. Get away with. Like, these are the ones you shouldn't do it on.
Spaceship Earth,
This all
sure.
happens. They're like,
Art
don't
factory.
do it when you're in the Big Thunder Mountain line because it's just like there's no air moving.
No, that's true.
Did he
On
have
the
a
ride, you
supplement?
could do it. Just
Did
hold
he have a
it in.
supplement to that? That was like fart trust index. That was like how far can you trust this fart on this
Yes.
ride? Space Mountain is a 0.
How did this turn?
It's like the fart
'cause
to
we're
thrill
dudes.
ratio.
Does this add to the experience?
This is awful. All right, this has got off the rails.
Off track. Speeders, trees. I like it.
Farts.
All right.
Yes.
Picasso.
All right. Are we? Is that it? You're good?
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Yeah, we're clear. We're good now.
Well, guess where I'm going?
Cloud
The
City.
Christmas special.
We're going to Kashyyyk.
right. This no. It's fine. No,
And we're going to be visiting. This is it's right now it's the Swiss family's house, but it's going to turn into Chewbacca's house, and we'll be visiting his family. It'll be Lumpy, of course, his son.
got to have Lumpy.
Yeah, and then Father Itchy will be there, and Mala, his wife that he has in the special, but nowhere else, just in the special.
Hey, it's
And the son.
convenience. It's a convenience.
It's convenience.
marriage.
So yeah. So for most of the year, you're just going to be visiting their house. You'll see them in the different areas of the house doing different things. Of course, Itchy will just be sitting in front of the TV watching or the hollow, whatever you bid. But then during the holiday season, November, December, it's going to have the holiday Life Day overlay, and there's going to be a special parade that happens out front.
Oh.
Yes, from the holiday special. The circus that you see will be making its appearance,
Yes.
and we'll have the circus parade.
They are so terrifying. Let's be real. Those are
Yes,
scary
they are.
characters.
Yes. So Lumpy is watching that in the holiday special, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So, but it's going to be in live action. It's going to be there.
Goofy face.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to see that. And then maybe for the holiday overlay, you'll also have the cook. I forget the cook's the one with the 6 arms. I forget her name. She'll make an appearance. And then they'll have Life Day orbs. It'll be great. So it'll be basically the same thing. You're just going to take out the Swiss people and you're going to put in the Wookiees.
Yeah, but he wants some speeders too.
Oh, he has speeders. I have Lumpy and Itchy.
And Scratchy.
Yeah.
The Lumpy.
But it's a simple overlay, but I think it'll work. And then having Life Day on top of that, you can, of course, at the bottom there's going to be a stand where you can get your red robes and your orbs and
your kyber crystals.
Oh, of course, your kyber crystals. And then during the holiday season, Luke and all of his makeup will make an appearance, like he does in the holiday special. Have you ever noticed that?
Oh, yeah.
You have. Yeah. But all the characters will be there for Life Day. So forget Galaxy's Edge for Life Day. We're going to the Magic Kingdom for Life Day.
I like that.
Yeah. Like
Magic Kingdom seems more Life Day-ish.
Yeah.
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 And nothing says Florida like a big red robe.
Well,
Really seals it in.
In the heat.
Really seals in the flavor.
But there is that little food booth there. None of us did
Fight
it.
the Empire all
I
day.
know.
Red robe.
Yeah. There's the
Trying to
little,
keep that food
there's the
there.
orange what is it called? Sunshine?
Oh,
Yeah, the sun. It's usually out
No,
in
the little
food
the
booth.
little
oh,
food
oh,
place.
Sunshine Terrace.
Yeah, it's right there. So none of us
Yeah.
I was surprised none of us used that.
No,
We can have some Wookiee treats there, some Wookiee cookies. And
mine's Cloud City. It has nothing to do with Wookiees.
no,
man.
for mine.
I don't,
have
I don't
Wookiee
care
cookies.
about that.
We can
You
have,
said, you said, why didn't anyone else come? Or why
Life
didn't anybody come?
Life Day orb
I'm
sipper
keeping the-
cups.
Keeping the orange bullwhip, man. It's great on every
Say that
planet.
too. Well, there we go.
I love it.
4 completely different.
Three
Attraction.
completely different.
Three completely. It's got to happen every once in a while.
All different. Nothing the same.
So very different.
Man, I didn't have speeder bikes.
I did say Life Day. It's a
Or-
song.
Yeah.
It is.
Mine didn't have farts either. So there's
Oh,
that too.
oh.
There's no farts in mine.
Katrin started that though. That was his edition.
Well, you said smells. I mean, that's the first thing I think of.
Take notes. It's up for
Crop
for
dusting.
workshop.
Brought to you by
Rides.
Dude Wipes. That would be awesome. They would totally do it.
Wookie wipes,
Wookie Wipes.
Wookie wipes.
unscented
Whoa.
for you.
You too can smell like a Wookie.
A clean Wookiee.
I got so many things I can't say right now.
So we're going into the Christmas season.
It's the holiday season.
Doop dee
And
doop.
Wookie.
Oh,
Doop
doo.
bop. I'm trying to think if there's any attractions we should pick for the next one that could be a little holiday themed. I don't think. I'm trying to think.
Nope.
Is there anything?
I've done all the snow ones, I believe. So
Yeah.
that's
Nothing.
all done.
Oh,
What did
wow.
even say we have left? I don't, we have plenty.
Oh, we got
So
a ton.
and soon to have more. Within the
Yes.
next
Yeah.
It's true.
5 years.
True. This is true.
Just keeps on going.
Mhm. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Anyways, well, thank you for joining
Phill.
us, for listening. No, I was talking to the people listening.
Whatever your name is.
I even put it on the screen.
I was talking to the people listening.
So thanks, guy.
Thank you for listening.
Stole
and
my
watching.
idea.
I don't even acknowledge you anymore.
I was going to tell that after I did that.
Don't worry, that's how we treat him in the family
Thank you
too.
for listening and watching. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe
Yes.
and like. And we
Mhm.
love your comments. Tell us your favorite Kashyyyk version of Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah. Speeder bikes. VR speeders.
But Phill, thank you for putting up with Derek.
Absolutely, man.
I'm
Yeah,
a gem. I am a gem.
No, you're Derek.
you're welcome. Yeah,
No, not Jim.
Jam.
you're welcome back anytime.
Here's your restrainer. ball.
Next
Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
ask what that was.
That's a restrainer. ball.
next
Same.
time when you come on, you can freely pick your own version of the ride. You don't have to do what Derek says.
No, that was workshopped. I don't want to make it sound like
It was not coerced.
It was not coached into it. We workshopped it.
Derek
Ryan
is like,
totally picked
Yeah,
this one.
Ryan's pick Kashyyyk, so you got to do it. It'll be funny.
I know Ryan will do it because he loves the Christmas special.
Yeah,
Any chance he gets.
the best.
Actually, I think I did it once or something. I don't know.
I think we've all done it.
I think so.
The river raft ride. I think I did the Kashyyyk one with the
I
life.
don't remember half of the ones I've said. More than half.
Gotta love Life Day. All right. Well, I don't think there's any other news,
All right.
I don't think so.
but hopefully we're getting back on schedule because we've had some time off.
No,
Yeah.
we don't.
No, the holidays are here.
It's rich.
I'm trying to be positive here.
Go watch Skeleton Crew. Be positive.
Yep.
Go-
awesome.
Definitely go watch Skeleton and Katrin.
Yes.
Katrin,
Yes.
before next week, I want you to watch all 3 episodes of Skeleton Crew.
Man.
And before the
Guys.
next episode of Land Speeder, all
4.
four.
Because I'm sure we're going to talk about it on Am Geek. And if we
Yes.
get on there and you're like, well, I've watched half of the episode.
You got it.
I'm just kidding. You do you, man.
you
Do you need to go
boo.
watch Wicked
do.
again? You can go do that.
I haven't seen it yet. So
I haven't
mad.
either. I did see, this is Disney. I did see Moana 2.
Mm.
I liked it.
I didn't say I saw Moana.
No, I said I saw Moana 2. I didn't see
Right.
Wicked, but I saw Moana 2. And
Moana
the kids
too,
loved it.
Also. Sorry.
Yeah.
The guy in the ball pit totally missed it.
Yeah.
How
just
did you? What did you think of Moana 2?
I liked it. I thought it was fun. You could definitely tell that it was originally meant for Disney Plus as a series,
That's what they say.
but it was still really good.
parts that cut.
Yeah.
Weird or something.
The way you can tell is because, like in the first Moana, you had Moana and you had Maui, and basically that was it. This one, she's like, I got to get a crew together, and she gets like 4 people to come along with her. So
Hey,
know,
don't tell me I haven't seen it.
Well,
Spoiler.
I'm not going to tell you who they were, but I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Usually for a show,
Nah, I'm not watching it now ever.
you don't have to. It's fine. It's made enough money. It's made plenty of money.
I'm not even
It's really
waiting
good
for
though.
this
I
because I'm not
recommend
watching it.
I liked it. It was funny. It was an adventure.
There you
All
go.
need to know. The Rock was in it.
No. All right. I got a rock.
She's got a sister now.
Stop.
Gee
That's in the
whiz.
trailers. That's in the
Maybe
You don't
he
have
didn't
to
watch
ruin the movie just because you stole his idea for an attraction.
We found out that Moana's been in a coma since the last one. This is all a dream.
It was all a dream.
Anyways, go see Moana 2 or
No, I don't have to now.
Or don't.
Or don't.
But just watch Skeleton Crew a lot. Over and over. Anyways, thanks for joining us on Living the Landspeeder. Next week we'll be
Guy.
at I Am Geek. And then the next week we'll be back here with Living with the Landspeeder. Phill, do you want people to come check you out on social media?
Not on it.
If they can find me, I'll pay you $10 so I can go delete it wherever they found me. No, I don't have any social media. Just happy to be here. You guys are fun. you guys are fun to.
Like I said,
chat
my
with.
mom made me take your cousin.
Well, it's instead of going to find Phill on social media, find Tally the Elf. It'll give you a laugh.
There you go. The tax break he's getting is immense for having me around.
All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time on Living with the Landspeeder.
Bye-bye.
Bye.